Hey, how's it going on YouTube? Welcome back to another amazing video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how you can improve your FPS and get better performance in Valorant episode 10 dropped recently. This guide will focus on fixing your FPS drops, stuttering, input delay and a lot more, so make sure to stick around till the end of this video. And with all that said, let's get started with the intro. Alright, step number 1 is the essential Windows settings, and for that search for settings on your PC and then go down to gaming. Head over to game bar and turn this thing off since it consumes a lot of CPU and RAM usage in the background. Once that is done, go back to gaming, head over to game mode and turn this thing on. It will optimize your PC by turning things and applications off in the background, helping you to improve your PC's performance. Right beneath that, go down to graphics, click on change default graphic settings over here and enable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling as well as optimizations for windowed games, as both of them will help you to reduce your input latency and optimize your GPU's performance in the games. Once that is done, simply close your settings. Next step is compatibility settings, and for that go over to file manager, Riot Games, Valorant, Live, Shooter Game, Binaries, Win64, and right over here you'll find Valorant Win64 shipping.exe. Right click on that, head over to its properties, compatibility, and then you have to make sure to click on disable full screen optimizations, then select change high DPI settings, and then click on override high DPI scaling behavior. Click on OK, click on OK, and that should be it. This step will help you to improve your input latency as well. Next step is disabling background applications, and for that you can simply search for group policy editor. So simply look up for group policy and then you'll find edit group policy. This option will only be available for Windows Pro users. Once you're here, open up computer configuration, administrative templates, Windows components, app privacy, and in here you'll find let Windows apps run in the background. Double click to open this policy up and make sure that this is turned on. Then for the policy, you have to set this thing to default deny. This will force deny all of the applications running in the background. This will help you to save up a lot of your CPU's resources while the applications are stopped running in the background. Next step is creating a restore point, and for that simply search for create a restore point on your PC, and right over here search for local disk C. Click on create and name it Val so you can remember this. I highly recommend you guys not to skip this step if you want to restore all of your settings back to normal without any data loss. You have to click on close and close system properties. Next step is the Valorant episode 10 FPS pack. I'll be leaving a link to this down in the description below. Over here you'll find in 6 simple folders. Let's start with the first one, that is CPU priority, in which I have left AMD and Intel CPU priority. Once again, if you have an AMD CPU like me, you can double click in on the AMD CPU priority, and this will help you to optimize the D-word values for your processor, in turn helping you to improve its performance. Then second step is a Valorant priority, in which I have left above normal, high priority and normal priority. I would want you guys to leave your PC specs down in the comments below, and I'll be telling you guys which priority you need to choose over here. Third folder is RAM optimization, and over here I have left a ton of presets according to your RAM. Once again, I have 32 GB RAM, so I need to apply this registry on my PC. It could be different for you and you can select one from this. Once again, if that doesn't give you optimal performance, then you guys can reset it back to default over here. Fourth folder is batch optimization and programs, in which I have left 3 batch files. All of them symbolify a very unique function. Let's start with the first one, that is cache cleaner. You have to right click and run this as administrator, and that will clean all of your temporary files off of your PC. Next one, disable memory compression. Memory compression is a process which consumes a lot of your CPU and RAM utilization in the background, which is not optimal for gaming. Disabling that will certainly help you a ton. So you have to right click and run this as administrator. Once again, if that doesn't give out the performance that you're expecting, or if it reduces the performance, you can simply change this disable to enable and then save it, run it as administrator once again to enable memory compression. Third one is disable USB power saving features, and if you open it up in Notepad, you guys can see that it disables a few registries which are responsible to enable power saving features on your USB. This is a drastic latency improver. Last is Unpark CPU. Since Valorant is a CPU dependent game, you have to run this program as administrator. Now once this opens up, you guys will have to slide the score parking index all the way up to 100% and then click on OK. This will make sure that all of your CPU cores are enabled and none of them are parked, since automatically parked cores reduces the performance of your games. Once that is done, refresh it and close it. Fifth folder is unwanted services, and over here I have left a ton of registry files which are completely useless. These services are consuming a lot of CPU resources in the background, and it's better that you disable them. Unless you use any Bluetooth services or printer services, leave these two and disable every single one of them over here by simply double clicking them. They will help you to improve your CPU's performance, and not just that, it helps you to improve your gaming performance as well. Once again, if you want to enable any of these services back again, head over to the revert registries folder, and there you guys can revert all of these registries back again. Last is the input lag fix, where I have left keyboard latency fix, wherein I have left these keyboard buffers which you guys can pick, for which I would recommend you guys to leave your PC specs down in the comments below, and I'll be replying which keyboard buffer you need to choose right over here. Second one is mouse latency registry, in which I have left fix mouse delay. Once again, I would recommend all of you guys to run this registry. If you open it up in Notepad, you guys can see that the curves and the mouse sensitivity, I have set up the best values for them so that your mouse speed and your input latency is controlled. Once all of that is done, simply close your FPS pack. Next step is de-animating Windows, and for that simply search for adjust the appearance and performance of Windows, and right over here you have to select on custom. Then enable taskbar thumbnail previews, show thumbnails instead of icons, show window contents while dragging, and smooth edges of screen fonts. These 4 options will help you to keep the basic look of your Windows intact while disabling all unnecessary animations which might be causing performance issues in the games. Once that is done, click on apply, then head over to the advanced tab over here, and for the processor scheduling, set this thing to programs. Virtual memory, click on the change button over here, select local disk C. For the initial size, you have to set this to 1361, and for some reason if you guys cannot set any size over here, you have to deselect automatically manage paging file size on top. Then for the maximum size, what you have to do is open up your calculator, then over here multiply your RAM with 1024. This will give you your memory in megabytes. Divide this value by 2, and the new value that you get over here should be pasted right in the maximum size. Click on set, click on OK, and then click on apply. This is how you optimally set your virtual memory for gaming. The basic concept of virtual memory is that when your RAM runs out of the capacity and your game is demanding more, your PC will automatically utilize your ROM as your temporary RAM. This will help you to save your day. Once all of that is done, now you guys can drop into the game for the best in-game settings. Okay, once you're in the game, head over to your settings and then go down. Over here you'll find video settings. Then in the general settings, you have to scroll a bit down until you find NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. If that is available for you, you're gonna have to make sure that this is set to on plus boost. Then in the graphics quality, ensure that multi-threaded rendering should be turned on if this setting is available for you. This is a game changer. For material texture and detail quality, you're gonna have to go with low. UI quality should be set to low as well. Vignette and VSync should be turned off. Anti-aliasing, go with none. Anisotropic filtering, go with 2x. Improved clarity, I have turned this thing on. However, if it adds a little bit of input latency, you guys have to turn this thing off. Rest everything else over here should be turned off as well. Head down to your general settings, and then you have to scroll a bit down until you find raw input buffer, and you're gonna have to set this thing to on. This is also a game changer, and once that is done, click on close, and now you guys can drop into the game with the best performance possible. So guys, that was it for this video. I hope I could have helped you out. If I could have, make sure to do leave a like and smash that subscribe button, since it really helps me out a ton. We are really close to 1000 subscribers, and I definitely appreciate your support. Leave a like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell button for more. We'll see you all in another amazing video. Until then, stay tuned, keep watching Bear Fox, and peace out.